Are you listening? Damn. Yeah.
Oh, he got him there. Nope. He's looking for blood here.
Yeah, he really is.
Nope. Oh, got him. Right on the chin.
You know, Nick was really laying it on him heavy, and Andrew just came back with a thunderous right hand to finish it with one shot.
Yeah, I seen that coming when those guys were starting to sling in there. It was.
All right, here we go. I guess we're not going. I guess that means action. Another episode Trash Talk. With me as always is TJ O'Connor. Tonight we have Andrew Cold Case Allen, who's getting ready for his professional debut, and a professional debut in boxing, might I add. Former amateur MMA champion, two-time amateur MMA champion. Trash Talk is brought to you again by Valhalla Combat Sports Incorporated, Spartan Martial Arts, Ink Strings Tattoo out of New Brighton, Minnesota, Origin Wellness CBD, The Fighters, TJ's Mom, and James Clark's Sports Psychology and Hypnosis Therapy in Fridley, Minnesota. How are you doing tonight, Andrew?
No, hold on.
I'm doing fantastic.
Sorry to interrupt you, Andrew. That's the first time we nailed Jim Clark's company name right, and I'm so fucking happy. Shout out to Jim. Andrew, how are you doing?
I'm doing all right, man.
Hold on,
Andrew.
good. Hold on. That was the second time I nailed it, actually. Like, I got that right the last time we filmed. So, Andrew, how you doing?
Hold on, wait. I just
feel
want to
good.
Andrew one more time. Just Andrew, how you doing?
Holy fuck, you guys. Oh, man. Never a dull moment with you two, I swear.
Oh,
Andrew, I'm sorry about that. That was just kind of funny to me right now. As you can see, I was just kind of extracurricular activity. But seriously, thank you for being on with us tonight. And we'll probably have a few more moments like that, but we'll try to keep it to a minimum. I did hear you the first time. You feeling excellent, feeling great. How do you feel about making your professional debut in boxing? Because you just are coming off of a candidate for Amateur Knockout of the Year for Trash Talk. You know, you're one of those guys that likes to throw hands. You've been known for your hands, and now you're making the change over to boxing. What was it that inspired you to come over to boxing and then right away as a professional? And how are you feeling going into how are you feeling about making your professional debut?
I'm super excited, to be honest. This is something that Jim Clark and I have discussed for the last year. I actually got offered a fight in November of this year, and it would have messed up my title defense, so that was something that I wanted to do. So I declined it, obviously, and fought for the title and defended my title. And then it's time. Shout out to Tony Grigelko for giving me a shot. To be honest, I mean, I'm going to be fighting January 25th on the same card as Caleb Truax, who everybody knows. The guy's a fucking monster,
bro. Oh my God, yeah. Sorry, I didn't interrupt you right there, but I was going to get into that. Like, your professional debut on probably one of the biggest cards that's going to happen all year in Minnesota. And this is a way to start off the year. And I didn't mean to interrupt you on your answer. I don't know if you were finished or not, but I just wanted to clarify that to the people listening. Like, this is a big deal.
big card.
Yeah, it's a big deal to me too. And I mean, as far as making the switch, I mean, it's different. You know what I mean? It's a lot more dipping and dodging and worrying about footwork and a lot more moving and a lot less talking to somebody and walking them down and kicking the shit out of them like I'm used to. So this is, the ring is going to be a little bigger than the cage, obviously. And, I mean, Damien, as you know, the cage and the ring are completely fucking different. I mean, and I've never actually fought in a ring, like a professional ring before. So it's going to be different, but I'm excited. And I'm going to give you guys what you're looking for.
I actually got to correct you on that. You have fought in a ring before. You have two kickboxing matches. You're undefeated.
No, just one. That bitch ass Marquise didn't show up to the last two.
Yeah. So you're 1-0 in kickboxing, and that was in the ring. I was the ref that night. I remember. I don't know if you do. You were pretty excited afterwards. Probably had a few drinks, but I was there.
No, I wasn't sure if there was a difference between a pro ring and what was at the gym. So I said, I don't know a whole lot about what's going on. All I know is that I'm going to put this fucker to sleep. I mean, that's what I do.
I was kind of going to get into that too, where like that ring. I mean, the thing is whether the rings are the same size or not, the ropes play a different factor than the cage does, and it seemed like you handled it well. Because the thing is I mean, I don't even know if I have to say this, but if you haven't seen a Muhammad Ali fight, Muhammad Ali would lean on the ropes a little bit. There's been other fighters that have been known for doing stuff like that, but you're able to lean back all the way and come back with a decent counter. In MMA, you don't actually have that same advantage. When you get pushed up against the cage, most people kind of turtle up and trying to wait for their chance to either circle out or get off the cage, shoot, or just cover up and absorb punches until the guy backs off.
Yeah.
But now, that advantage or that disadvantage was still a factor in that kickboxing match. Did you notice it at all? I mean, I'm kind of believing that you might not have, just because you kind of forgot the fact that you did fight in the ring a little bit.
No, I didn't. It wasn't any different to me. I mean, when I get in there, I don't really give a shit where I'm at. Honestly, I don't like to have my back up against anywhere, and I'm gonna punch my way out if I do. So,
yeah. I love it, and I like the response here. And Damian, it was a great way of mentioning how, you know, it may be a ring compared to, you know, what you fought in for the kickboxing match, but it still has four corners, four posts, and some ropes holding them together. I mean, it's going to be the same type of environment. You've been there before. You mentioned, you know, it's going to be different from as far as your MMA fights. I mean, obviously, what have you been doing in the gym to help prepare you for the difference in what you're expecting on January 25?
I've been working a lot more on my stand-up than wrestling, and that's pretty much it. I mean, the guys at Valhalla push me every day, and coaches, I've been on my ass to get in there whenever I can. I'm actually gonna see about starting to work out over at Northside Boxing Club. I haven't talked to them about that yet, but that's going to be something that I'm going to be doing some cross training with, just to get a feel for that. And they got some killers over there too. I mean, so it's going to be, as far as fight camp, it's a little different for boxing, but it's not as different as I thought it was going to be, just because, I mean, I always work on my hands. It's my bread and butter, baby. I mean, you know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah. Well, okay, so we're not making too many changes except for, mostly just focusing on the boxing. Have you, I mean, are you planning in the future to continue with MMA, or are you kind of just looking to stick with boxing from here on out?
I don't know the answer to that question, really. Originally, my plan was to continue with my boxing and then get back into MMA when I'm able to. The weight has been a big thing. Shout out to Randy Shar, by the way. I just hit up and got a new sponsor. He's going to be working with my nutrition and strength and conditioning. So hopefully I can keep the weight off now that I know how to lose it. But in May of last year, when I knocked Geronimo out, I weighed in at 356, and I'm back up. I hurt my foot in that fight. I got back up to like 400 again, and that can't happen. You know what I mean? I have a goal of going pro in MMA, and I can't do that unless I'm 265. So I need to stay busy, but at the same time, I need to start and keep losing weight. So I guess my ultimate goal is to go pro in MMA as well. I want to stay busy with the boxing and keep getting fights and get that together. So when I hit the MMA, I'm not out for a year or 6 months or whatever without a fight. I need to stay active and stay busy and get it going. So
Yeah.
Dude,
No, I love it.
that.
Yeah, no, no, we said the exact same thing at the same time. I love it. I like the way you're mapping it out here because I mean it's easy to talk about the fights with our opponents and everything like that, but the fight with yourself and worrying about those things, and it's good to see that you have the right plan and you brought people on board to help you with that here moving forward.
And also, TJ, I don't mean to interrupt you. I mean, even though I'm
You do. Yeah.
intentionally interrupting you right now, but like health wise and fight wise, like
Yeah.
I respect your decision. Like, dude, like this is great for you. I
That's
believe
awesome.
that. And TJ, continue. I'm sorry. Hopefully, I didn't get you off track.
No, we're on the same page. Like I said, I really like how you brought someone in externally to help with that because, I mean, as someone who, like I said, I've been a big guy. I fought a heavyweight. I'm 5'9". I mean, naturally, I shouldn't have been a heavyweight, but I had my reasons for fighting that there. So, I mean, I definitely know about that. And bringing someone externally who can give you, their opinion and tell you things you don't want to hear sometimes. That's what you need to do. And it's great to hear that you've done that as far as looking forward into your professional career. So coming on, just bringing it back to this fight here on January 25, we've mentioned it. It's a huge card. I mean, Damian said it's one of the biggest cards in Minnesota, if not the biggest card in Minneapolis for sure. Being a local in Minneapolis, what's that like when you first got that opportunity, just fighting at home? Because, I mean, I was able to to compete a couple times, but I was never able to get that one where I really felt like it was at home. I got close to the cities, but to be in Minneapolis at home, you're probably, a 15-minute drive from the convention center. What's that like, first and foremost?
man, this is from Minneapolis. I mean, for real, it is. I grew up off 15th and Girard. I'm a North Side boy to the core, and this is for my city. And this guy's not only from a different area, from a different country. He's from Canada. He's 1-0 out of there. And I'm sorry, but if Colin Sangster thinks he's gonna come into fucking Minneapolis and do anything but lose, he's sadly mistaken. He's not coming into my city and doing shit but losing.
Oh, man. And I love that promo, and I don't want to take any heat away from that because I know that Damian has fond feelings and he likes Canada. But as a native Minnesotan like myself and you, there's no one that I dislike more than the damn Canadians. So, I mean, I'm on board. I don't like to show bias in these fights, but I'm on board. Let's go. Let's go.
We're Minnesotans. We're pretty much Canadians ourselves.
Oh,
you guys
don't you dare.
You need to accept it. Maybe it's because I'm like all my family's from Arkansas, so they all talk shit to me. Like I guess I speak with an accent to them. All right, whatever. They're always telling me to say come over here really quick. I'm like,
oh,
for real?
You know?
Yeah,
That's only because we actually pronunciate our words.
They love when I say about, and it's like, are you kidding me? Like I don't say it a boot like Canadians do.
Dude.
Like they still love that. So it's, we're Canadians to everyone else anyway. You might as well just accept it. Go to Canada, you'll love it, you'll enjoy it. It's the shit. Like, come on.
And honestly, it's nothing against Canada, but like I said, I'm doing this for Minneapolis. I'm doing this for my state. I'm doing this for my city. And nothing against Canada, but he's taking a fucking L.
Yes.
1,000%. To the Trash Talk fans, I'm interrupting you this time, Damian. I win this time. To the Trash Talk fans, I don't want to put words in Andrew's mouth. I'm talking shit about Canada here. Damian's talking shit about how he likes Canada. Andrew's playing the middle. I'm the anti-Canadian. Blame Canada. South Park, bigger, longer, uncut. Bigger, longer, and uncut. And if you don't blame Canada, you don't blame.
All right, whatever. You get a pass, but honestly, Canada is a beautiful country. I loved it there, and I had the opportunity to fight there multiple times. But you're gonna have an opportunity to fight a Canadian on home soil and get a chance to spank that ass. That's something that I never got to do. I never got to fight a Canadian at home. I had to go there to fight those efforts. I don't even think one of the guys that I fought in Canada was from. I think we were both from fucking like the guy was from North Dakota. We both though. Like it's just whatever, you know.
Started North Dakota.
I mean, it is kind of. I mean, honestly, it's cool as hell because I've been talking about fighting in the city for a long time, and I know a lot of people in Minneapolis, and I know a lot of people in Wisconsin too because I lived out there for a while, which is why when I fight on Inner Strength Promotions, when I fought in Superior and when I fought in Hayward, you know, I was able to sell a bunch of tickets and they were able to travel the hour or so there. But most of my fights have been in, you know, Monoman, Detroit Lakes, 3-4 hours away, and not very many people that I know are gonna drive there. I mean, convention center, you can take a fucking bus. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
$1.75. You don't even waste gas money. Just take a fucking bus. Come watch me knock somebody out. I mean, it's really that simple.
Dude, I love it. I love the enthusiasm behind what you just said and the fact, like, yeah, you're fighting right at home and you're doing what you're best at. You're throwing hands. You know, you get to throw hands in front of the people that are closest to you, and that's an exciting feeling. Like, I lost my question. I do this all the time. I did.
And this is where I take the layup because it's beautiful to be at home, to be doing what you love to do most. I mean, it's so great to have people that want to come. I mean, like as a fighter, it's hard to express to your friends and family how much it really means when they buy a ticket to come watch you fight a guy. Like it makes no sense. Like, and they're enthused about it. They're like, oh no, it's going to be awesome. And it's like, I'm gonna go fight this guy. Like, and it's hard to explain. So when they do it, and I mean, the fact that they get to do it, be at home, and then they get to see you fight, not to mention the former world champion, Caleb Truex, on the same card. I mean, buy your fucking tickets. Yeah. I don't need to swear, but I just swore. In front of Jesus. I swore in front of Jesus.
On New Year's, dude. I mean, granted, Christmas is past, but on New Year's.
It's January 1st. It's the new year, new me. I told myself no swearing, and then here I fucking go.
Yeah, you fucked it up already, Jesus.
Yeah, what an a-hole. Oh my god. I think that's a good point. Maybe to start wrapping it up. But I do got one more question. You know, because and this just popped into my head because we were talking about it earlier. Your weight, about how you were. What were you at when you fought? Or I mean.
Geramo, Nick Geramo, I weighed in at 356.
356. And what were you your last or before that?
My last fight in this past November, I was 400.
Yeah.
But before that when I first started this journey, I was 480 pounds.
That's
what I mean.
Hey, dude, like, cause you had posted the picture on Facebook before, and I was gonna say, like, you made the stride before, you know, so you know what you can do. You slacked off, whatever, you know, and I'm not trying to like come at you right now or anything.
No, I deserve it. I mean, I did.
Hey, whatever happened. You gained some weight back, but you know. You can lose that weight, and the fact that you're making the steps to start doing it and you're doing it the right way, hopefully, like, because you're taking the steps, you have to follow through now. You know, Everybody in the world watches Trash Talk, so they all heard you say it. So, like,
absolutely.
Yeah,
I'm gonna see some update pictures because, dude, I would love to see you go pro in MMA as well. You know, and there's no super heavyweight division in MMA. In boxing, you can weigh as much as you can. You know, I hope you don't take this as an opportunity to gain more weight, knowing that you can, because you can still possibly fight. But I mean, I know you're not.
Yeah.
Because like you're taking all the right steps, and I know what you did before, and I can't wait to see, even just in 6 months, 8 months, a year, where we're sitting at when we talk to you again, dude. This is.
I can't agree with Damian more, and I just wanted to get it in quickly because he mentioned how everybody watches the show. I can't confirm that former President Barack Obama watches Trash Talk because of the non-disclosure agreement I had to sign, but I can tell you that a lot of very important people watch Trash Talk. So I'm really, really excited to see, like Damian said, another 6-12 months from now. Man, I couldn't be more supportive of you.
I appreciate it, guys.
Now, before we do wrap it up, is there anybody that you'd like to shout out, thank, give a sponsors, teammates, family, everybody?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, thank you guys first of all for having me on. I gained a couple new fabulous sponsors. Like I said, Randy Shar, he's a physique expert. You need anything as far as strength training or diet plans or anything like that, hit this man up because he knows his shit. Whether you're a fighter or just a single mom looking to lose 5 pounds, hit this man up because I promise you, he will change your life. Origin CBD, you guys know Danny Fay over there very well. He's been helping me with the CBD stuff. I don't usually smoke because it fucks with my cardio, but I get a bunch of the muscle balms and things like that. And they really help with the hip and the back and all that kind of shit. Keep me moving and keep me in the gym every day. So that's awesome. Ink Shrinks in New Brighton, Minnesota. I'm still coming to get my Valhalla tattoo. That's going to be my next one right after January 25th. I got to get that on my back. Got to thank my wife for dealing with my cranky ass all the time. Got to do that, or she'll probably kill me in my sleep. And really just thanks to all the fans, man. Like TJ alluded to, you guys don't understand what it means for y'all to buy a ticket to come see me beat some ass. So I appreciate everybody that's followed me, everybody that's stuck through. Just come watch your boy, man. It's $20 at the minimum to come see me kick the shit out of somebody again. So let's do this.
Oh man, I love it. TJ, would you like the final wrap up? Because I was about to stutter.
No, I'm going to wrap it up. No, that was beautiful. I love the energy. I love the passion. And we're 25 days out. Today's January 1. This fight's January 25. Minneapolis Convention Center. Buy your ticket. Go see Andrew. He's fighting a Canadian. He's going to throw hands. That guy probably plays hockey. I don't even want to talk about him right now. He probably eats maple syrup and shit. This is besides the point. Andrew's going to go fight a Canadian, and that's what truly matters. And then on top of that's worth $20. You get to see a former world champion in Caleb Truax do what he does. So, I mean, this card is ridiculous. It's the best card you're going to get locally at the Minneapolis Convention Center, January 25th. Be there or be square. Like and subscribe to Trash Talk with Damian and TJ on YouTube. And most importantly, out of all the things I said, don't be a hoe. We out.
I second that.
Are you listening? Damn.